We are learning about different properties of addition of rational numbers. Okay, first two properties we have already learned. First property was closure property, then commutative property. Today we are going to learn from property 3, that is third property, it is associative property. Okay, associative property. Look, now what happens according to this property? According to this property, if, pay attention, okay, if A by B, C by D and E by F are three rational numbers, okay, if A by B, C by D and E by F are three rational numbers, then according to associative property we can say that A by B plus C by D plus E by F. Okay, in this case you have seen that I have written A by B plus C by D in bracket. That means I have grouped these two rational numbers. I made these two rational numbers as one group. Okay, it will be equal to, if I group the second two numbers in this one, suppose A by B plus, I'll group the second two numbers, that is C by D plus E by F. Okay, the values that we'll get will be same. Understood? So this is associative property. For example, look at one example. Okay, you'll take the notes. Okay, take out your copies, you'll take the notes, you'll pause the video, then you will take the notes. So I have written associative property: if A by B, C by D and E by F are three rational numbers, then according to associative property what we get? A by B plus C by D, one group, plus E by F is equal to A by B plus C by D plus E by F. Again, in this case you can see that first two numbers I made one group, in this one the second two numbers I made one group. Okay, the values will be equal. Understood? So this is associative property. Now look at one example. Find the sum of 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 and minus 3 by 5. Okay, we need to find the sum of 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 and minus 3 by 5. Now how will you solve this one? Okay, I'll write in the next page. See, first let us group the first two numbers. First two numbers means 1 by 2 plus minus 1 by 3 plus, what is the third number given? Minus 3 by 5. Okay, if we solve this one, 2 and 3 LCM is 6, yes or no? And 3 minus 2, then plus minus 3 by 5. Okay, 3 minus 2 means 1 by 6 plus minus 3 by 5. Now what is the LCM of 6 and 5? The LCM of 6 and 5 is 30. Okay, so it will become 5, then plus and minus, it will become what? Minus. Okay, I'll write one step for you. Minus 6 3s are 18. Okay, so 5 minus 18 by 30. 5 minus 18 means minus 13 by 30. Understood? So when we group the first two numbers and add it to the third number, we got the answer as minus 13 by 30. Now let us group the second two numbers. Then what we will get? If we group the second two numbers, then what we will get? Look, first one what we will write? 1 by 2 plus, make one group. Okay, minus 1 by 3 plus minus 3 by 5. Understood? Now see, first one 1 by 2 plus LCM of 3 and 5 is 15, yes or no? Then 3 5s are 15, so minus 1 into 5 means minus 5, plus 5 3s are 15, so become minus 9. Understood? So 1 by 2 plus minus 5, then plus and minus, it is minus. Okay, minus 9 by 15. So what it will become? 1 by 2 plus minus 14 by 15. Yes or no? Understood? So what will be the LCM of 2 and 15? The LCM of 2 and 15 will be 30. So it will become 15 plus minus 15 2s are 30, yes or no? So 2 into 14, 2 into 14 means 28. Understood? You should be able to calculate this quickly. Okay, so these are just addition of fractions. 28 minus 15, how much we'll get? 13, yes or no? So what is the answer that we got? Minus 13 by 30, yes or no? From these two, what we can conclude? So from these two we can conclude that, grouping first two numbers, that is 1 by 2 plus minus 1 by 3, and adding it to the third number, that is minus 3 by 5, the answer that we got is equal to adding first number to the grouping of the second and third number. Okay, minus 3 by 5. Understood? In both cases we got the answer as equal. So this is associative property. Understood or not? So see, associative property is valid for 3 and more rational numbers. Okay, so we can rearrange and group them in a convenient form so that the sum, it can be found out more easily. Okay, take on question, simplify 2 by 5 plus 8 by 3 plus minus 11 by 15 plus 4 by 5 plus minus 2 by 3. Grouping means what? Grouping means, in this case, how we can group? We can group accordingly by looking at the common denominators. So see, in this question you can see in two cases 5 are denominators, yes or no? And in another two cases 3 are the denominators. Okay, if we group them according to the denominators, then to find the sum it will become easy for us. Understood? Look, what I mean to say is, look, when we solve, how we can group them. So these numbers can be arranged in the form in this way. Suppose first I'll group with denominator 5, that is 2 by 5 plus 4 by 5. Okay, then group with 3, suppose 8 by 3 plus minus 2 by 3. Okay, and what is left? That is plus minus 11 by 15. Now we can solve it easily, because see, in these two cases the denominators are same, 5 and 5, denominator 5, so 2 plus 4. Okay, then plus denominator is 3, so 8 minus 2, plus and minus, it is minus. Okay, then plus minus 11 by 15. Okay, so 2 plus 4 is 6 by 5, then plus 6 by 3 plus minus 11 by 15. Now what will be the LCM of 5, 3 and 15? 5, 3 and 15. The LCM is 15, but I'll show you. See, 5, 1, 3, 3. Then divide by 3, 1, 1, 1. So 5 into 3, 15. Understood? Okay. So LCM will be 15. So 5 3s are 15, and 6 into 3 plus 3 5s are 15. So 6 into 5 plus 15 1s are 15. So minus 11 into 1. Okay. If we solve this one, how much we'll get? 6 is 18 plus 30 minus 11 divided by 15. So if we solve this one, 18 plus 30 means 48. Yes or no? 48 minus 11, how much we'll get? 7, 3, 37. So our answer is 37 by 15. Understood? So we solved it easily by using associative property. That means by grouping the numbers. Okay? Understood or not? Okay, look at another example. Suppose again you can write simplify. Write the question, simplify 7 by 20 plus 17 by minus 45. Okay, plus 11 by minus 30 plus minus 8 by 15. Okay, now solve this one. How will you solve this one? The first step always remember, whenever you find the denominator in negative, you should make the denominator positive. That means you need to interchange the signs. Okay, so you need to interchange the signs. So in this case, what we will do, how can we group them? So see, if we observe carefully, you can see in 20 and 30 you can see 10 is common, isn't? That means 20 and 30 you can say that they have denominators, the denominators have common divisors. Okay, again you can say 15 and 45, you can say that the denominators have common divisors, so it will become easy for us. Okay, so first step, write in standard form. Write in standard form means 7 by 20 plus, make this minus 45 plus 45, so 17 will become minus 17. Same step, 30 will become plus 30, so 11 will become minus 11. Okay, then plus 8 by 15. Understood? So now group them. Group 20 and 30 because they have common divisor of 10. Yes or no? 20 and 30. Then group 45 and 15. Okay, now next step, what will be the LCM of 20 and 30? See, it becomes easy for you if you know how to find out the LCM quickly. 2 and 3 LCM is 6, yes or no? Since 2 and 3 LCM is 6, so 20 and 30 LCM will be 60. You can do it, you will find the LCM is 60. So 20 into 3 equal to 60, yes or no? So we can write 7 into 3 plus minus 11 into 2. Okay, plus in this case 45 and 15, the LCM will be 45 because 15 3s are 45. Okay, so minus 17 into 1 means minus 17. Okay, plus 15 3s are 45, so we'll write minus 8 into 3. Okay, in this step 60, then 7 3s are 21, plus and minus it is minus. Okay, and 11 2s are 22. Understood? 45, then minus 17, plus and minus it is minus, so it will become minus 24. Okay, so 21 minus 22 means minus 1 by 60. Minus 1 by 60. Wait. Okay, let me check. Okay, it is correct. So minus 1 by 60, then plus minus 17 minus 24 means you have to add 24 and 17. Yes or no? If we add them, then 7 plus 4 it is 11, 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4. So it will become minus 41 by 45. Understood? Now what will be the LCM of 60 and 45? What will be the LCM of 60 and 45? See, we need to find the LCM of 60 and 45. 60, 45. So we know that both numbers are divisible by 5. Yes or no? So 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. Then 5 ones are 5, 5 3. Wait. What I did? We know that 5 nines are 45. Yes or no? 5 nines are 45. Then 12 and 9, they are divisible by 3. Okay. So from this step, if we find the LCM, it is 5 into 3 into 4 into 3. That means 20 into 9 means 180. Okay, so our LCM will be 180. Now if we take the LCM as 180, the first one minus 1 by 60. Okay, minus 1 by 60 means minus 1 into 3. 63s are 180. Okay, then minus 41 by 45. Now see, 45 into you can say 5 into 9 is 45. Yes or no? So 4 is left, so you can say 45 into 4 is 180. So plus you will multiply minus 41 into 4 times. Okay, if we solve this one, you will get minus 3 plus 41 into 4 means minus 4 ones are 4, 4 fours are 16. Okay, 180. If we solve this one, then 180, then plus and minus it is minus, so we can write minus 3 minus 164. Okay, So it will become minus 167 by 180. Understood? So this is our answer. So we have learned about associative property, yes or no? Then look at the next property, that is property 4. Property 4, this is very easy. Okay, it is known as property of 0. Property of 0. Property of 0 means nothing. The sum of any rational number to 0, it is the rational number itself. Okay, for example, when we add 0 to any number, then we get the same number. The value is not changed. Okay, if a by b is any rational number, then a by b plus 0, the answer will get a by b. Okay, or you can write, if it is minus a by b, then plus 0, how much you will get? Minus a by b. Understood? So this can also be written as 0 plus a by b is equal to a by b, or you can write 0 plus minus a by b, then our answer will be minus a by b. Understood? Whenever we add 0 to any rational number, we get the rational number itself. One example, look at one example, I'll break it down. Okay, for example, 7 by 8 plus 0. Okay, 0 means 0 by 1, yes or no? 0 means 0 by 1. Understood? So LCM will be 8. So 7 plus 0 into 8. Okay, so 7 plus 0 by 8, so it will become 7 by 8. Understood? Look at another example, minus 7 by 8 plus 0. Again LCM will be 8, so it will become minus 7 plus 0 into 8. Okay, so it will become minus 7 plus 0 divided by 8. So our answer will be minus 7 by 8. Understood? So this is the property of 0. Okay, so today we have discussed two properties and some examples. So make sure to take the notes. Okay, if you have not taken the notes, then repeat the video and take the notes, whatever I have discussed. So the remaining things we'll discuss in our next class. Okay.